Hello, it's me, Arrow the Grey Wolf, and today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Sacred Beast / Fiend deck. So first, we're going to be starting with our extra deck monsters. I'm running 2 copies of Armatile, 1 copy of XX, number XX, Dark Utopic Infinity, 1 copy of Starving Venom, Fusion Dragon, 2 copies of Phantasm Emperor Trilojig, or whatever the heck you say its name. And that's pretty much our extra deck monsters. Now we're going on to the main deck. I am running 1 copy of Raviel Shimmering Scraper, 2 copies of regular Raviel. Sorry for all the hand movement. 2 copies of Hammond or Hamon. I like to call him Hamon because of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and such. How it's called Hamon, not Hammond. 2 copies of Uriah. Just in case. Just in case you're not familiar with Sacred Beast, Rabiel requires 3 tributes of Uriah requires 3 continuous traps, and Hammond requires 3 continuous spells to be summoned. Why did I say spell traps? I meant spells. I'm running 2 copies of Dark Summoning Beast, 2 copies of Chaos Summoning Beast, 2 copies of Dark Beckoning Beast, 2 copies of Chaos Core. Wait, let me just fix this real quick. 2 copies of Phantom of Chaos. 3 copies of whatever the heck how you say this name. Literally, this monster I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce its name. Like, is it Tragogia? I don't know. 1 copy of Abominable Unchained Soul. 1 copy of Unchained Twins, Aruha. 2 copies of Unchained Twins, Rahia. 2 Phantom Sky Blasters. 2 copies of Grave Squirmers. And why not 1 copy of Shangan just for the heck of it. So those are our monsters. Like, unfortunately, I haven't built a side deck yet. So, let's move on to our spells. 2 copies of Dimension Fusion Destruction. Let me just... 2 copies of Cerulean Skyfire. 2 copies of Phantasm Martyrs. 2 copies of Opening the Spirit Gates. 2 copies of Fall in Paradise to pretty much make our Raviel, Armatile, Uriah, or Hamon immune to card effects. 1 copy of Fusion Substitute, where we can pretty much return a fusion monster to the extra deck and draw 1 card. Terraforming to get our field spells. Allure of Darkness. Since this deck is going to be mainly dark type monsters, I can banish like 1 dark monster and then draw 2 cards. Pop Desires. Pretty much out there is like, I don't know, like... I don't know why I put this in here, but pretty much it's one of my favorite, I guess, like, one of the favorite pot cards. Better than Pot of Greed. 1 copy of Beginning of the End, which... You might not see the artwork on this card because it's kind of a bit dark. 1 copy of Gold Sarcophagus, just in case we need to search anything out. 1 copy of DDR, just to bring something back. 1 for 1, 1 copy of that. Psychic Fever, because there's a ridiculous combo you can do with Raviel Shining Scraper, and this card. Source of Concealing Light. And that is pretty much our spell cards. Now let's move on to our trap cards. I am running 2 copies of Hyper Blaze, 2 copies of Awakening the Sacred Beast, 1 copy of Zoma, 1 copy of Dark Factory of More Production, 1 copy of Imperial Custom, 1 copy of Shadow Spell, 1 copy of Escape the Dark Dimension, and 1 copy of Graceful Tear. This is going to be a deep draw deck, so I figured why not. Plus you gain 2,000 life points. So this has been my Sacred Beast structure deck. There might be a part 2, there might be not a part 2 covering the side deck and I guess the combos with it. Until then, this is Arrow the Grey Wolf signing out.